Haraldsson for Iceland. Checks out. Allison of German side goal. This is Magnusson. Gudmundsson. Son of Turkish side Hasan Pasha. The world number 74 team right now were the Icelanders against the world number 1 Argentina. This is Gretarsson. Victor Palsson. Sandro Martinez under pressure. The ball just runs away though here for a goal kick for Argentina, who do lead the game. That super goal from Barco is the difference so far.
Yeah, some finish, it really was. I mean, as I said, it's just getting that right approach to the game, and I feel that Argentina have definitely started this game brilliantly. Lots of energy, enthusiasm, trying to get the ball into the forward areas where they know that that's where all the dangers are.
Allison with the ball given away, now the break is on. Here for Argentina. It's Flaco Lopez on here to Nico Paz. What can they work here? Pushed away, but not too far clear. Comes back out to Barco again for Argentina. And the ball should here onto the goalkeeper.
I mean, just look how quickly they break there, and that's just from a giveaway again from Iceland. And then the quick turnover, the high press. I mean, just look at Argentina bobbing forward. Very clever, little interchange, passing movements. And that's right there, it's not got an awful lot of power. Wilson just parries it away, but another chance really would say for Argentina to go 2-0 up.
Olafsson is the number 2 goalkeeper. Here is Gretarsson for Iceland. His last game was in Tokyo at the end of May, lost to Japan with a very late goal, 1-0 in the National Stadium in Tokyo. They are World Cup non-qualifiers. Didn't make the playoffs even for the World Cup, this time Iceland. No foul given. Here's Barco. Big give and go here. Medina. Palacios on here to Flaco Lopez. His first start for Argentina here, the number 21 from Palmeiras in Brazil. Flaco Lopez. Here's Lopez in on the chest. Sets up a shot. This one blocked away by Iceland.
So what goal that would have been. I think that was outstanding passing movement. That's almost on the edge of their own box there, Argentina, but just shows that the quality one touch passing movement that sees them venture up into that final third, and almost really golden opportunity again. So good.
The World Cup group is Algeria, Austria and Jordan. And this will face the competition for Argentina. It's Haraldsson. Alderson. The width from Luki Thomasson. He plays in Turkey. Thomasson. Alderson for ex-Plymouth man Victor Palsson. Ellison, who didn't miss that big chance at 0-0, hammered away by goalkeeper Rulli. Number 3 to the World Cup midfield, the current Marseille goalkeeper Geronimo Rulli. This weekend they gave a cap to Famoso of Atletico Madrid. Dibu Martinez still nursing an injured finger from the Europa League final for Aston Villa.
Yeah, I mean, he will definitely step straight in, won't he? One of the world's best goalkeepers, and not just his quality, but just having in between the sticks with all that experience, all that nous.
Here's Lo Celso. Plays these days with the Betis in Spain. 5 years with Tottenham. Otamendi. Palacios with a rare giveaway. Magnusson, foul. Well, the foul is given. It was rather late whistle there from the referee for the foul by Flaco Lopez.
It's definitely a rash challenge, wasn't it? There's no doubt of that from Lopez. He does leave his calling card there.
Andersson's free kick here for Iceland then. Takes it short to Hodo Magnusson. Magnusson. The move here they have Albert Gudmundsson. Thomasson. The reigning world and back-to-back winners of the Copa America, Argentina. As I say, that almost a club squad ethos put in there by Scaloni. They are a team who, it's a very consistent squad which rarely changes too much.
I don't think it does have to, really, does it? I mean, you touch on a fantastic squad they've got, but I think, listen, when you know that you've got starting 11 that you don't really have to, so you can do an awful lot too. Listen, that speaks volumes of why and what they've achieved as a nation. It's always good to have a different identity, and we've seen that today, aren't we? With a hell of a lot of changes. You look at the bench, how strong it is. You have to put them, Argentina, amongst the favourites for the World Cup, don't you? They are amongst that anyway.
I was going to say, you look at the teams who are in that front-running pack, you look at France and Spain, obviously the world champions here. Do you think this time it's maybe a bit more relaxed because now they've got Messi's World Cup?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that was massive, wasn't it? I mean, to get that World Cup under his belt and the start, and obviously being, Messi, it was absolutely massive for Argentina. There's no doubt of that, and it does, I think, relieve so much pressure. You have to say that pressure will probably lie on the likes of Spain and probably more so France. And you can throw England into that equation too. So, yes, I do feel it goes into their favour. So from what I've seen yet again this evening, they are certainly a side that you cannot rule out.
It's Palacios into Fita Barco. Sandro Martinez. Keeper Rulli in his 8th cap tonight. Debut though was back in 2018. Medina. A trip against Alfred Haraldsson on Valentin Barco.
I'll tell you what, so much movement in that midfield area. So, Palacios, massive for them. There's the main man.
Here his face on the big screen. You heard the fans' reaction to see him on the monitor. Becomes a loaded cap, 199.
Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, what a player. It's an unbelievable player he's been and continues to be so. The caps is outrageous, it really is.
It's a Messi of moments now. He's not a player who can really control the game for the duration he comes on. He looks for that one set piece or that one killer pass.
Yeah, well, he's always had that in his kit back, hasn't he? So, I mean, this is why the dimensions might change a little bit for Argentina, but you know that when he's called upon, it might be the latter stages again where you need someone to just unlock the door. And Messi's got that pass, or as you said, that maybe a free kick that he can just do something different out of the back.
It's Palsson for Iceland. Just 3 of 14 since they brought in Gudmundsson as the coach. It is kind of a bit of pressure on him to get results back to where they were a decade ago. There's a sense their golden generation from that Euro 2016, the World Cup of 2018 is maybe an extended welcome. They are an ageing squad in many areas, this Iceland group.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, if you haven't got dimensions of bringing younger players in that can obviously give you that extra incentive to go on. I think when there's a lot more older players that are in and around the squad, that's where it's difficult. And most nations can go and pick the prime of the crop, can't they? That's not the case for Iceland. That's where they've struggled.
This is Otamendi, who's 38 now. To Palacios. Lisandro Martinez. Otamendi for Giai. A tremendous game in that first start versus Honduras on Saturday. With Lopez at Palmeiras in Brazil currently. Here by Rulli. Is Giai. To Lo Celso. Otamendi. Medina getting to push on for Argentina. And Barco's on the move. Here's Ezequiel Palacios. Difficult pass. He's clever and tricky. Lopez for Barco. And pass on clear.
It looks really good when it's all put together. The danger Argentina have, the players that can turn a game on its head.
Lopez. Maybe a free kick as well. Brought down here, Lopez. He's a long way from goal for a shot, but nonetheless there are players here. Could maybe work something here for Argentina?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look, it's that little bit of interchange here. It's that little 1-2. Simeone just trying to put Lopez back into an area where he can drive towards attacking zone.
Foul against Daniel Gretason. Paz has got the dead ball here. As I say, he's coming off a superb year with Como in Italy, helped them to qualify for the Champions League in the season just gone. And assess Fabregas.
Yeah, he's definitely got goals in his locker as well. It's good to see, isn't it, when things are going well at club level, that you do get the opportunity at international level. It's so important.
Cap 9 for Nico Paz, 1 goal in his first 8 for Argentina. Can Paz work here? It's Nico Paz over the bar.
There's got to be something really special from that range, but the fact that he's confident to step up and try and test the goalkeeper.
You can see now the referee call a cooling break at the midpoint of the first half. Thoughts on the game so far, Lee?
Yeah, I think, listen, Argentina really bossed that maybe 22 minutes or so. I mean, obviously the danger was that we see also done that counter-attack with a standing break forward where Ellison should have scored really to open the goal scoring, but it flicked reversed, didn't it, with Barco with that super finish. And I do feel that what's really impressed me about Argentina is that 1-2 touch play with a real dimension of trying to get into them forward areas of movement. Lo Celso, like the fact that he's drifting into them little pockets and areas. Here's the goal here, isn't it? This is outstanding. It really is. It's just the adjustment here. So scrappy. That isn't an easy finish by any stretch. You know, it's just adjusting your body, and then you can see the concentration from Valentin Barco. Super goal.
So Barco, the difference maker so far for Argentina. And the players' league might change here, but the system, it stays the same.
Yeah, definitely. I think the system will be drilled into this squad of players that they have. And this is big opportunities for some of the players that are possibly on the fringe of maybe that starting 11. This is the whole importance of having these games, is that these players have a taste in case they're called upon when they get into the big matches of the World Cup stages.
I've come to see you-know-who. The word is from the coach, he will get some minutes here at some point.
Yeah, I'd imagine he will do. I think it's important that some of the important players that they have on the bench, do get minutes. The likes of Alvarez, even Messi. You have to say that the likes of Enzo Fernandez, Alexis McAllister, players that we see at club level, I do feel that we will see some of these players coming on in the second half, because this is the opportunity, as I said, for you to try and cement that shirt ready for the starting opening game of the World Cup.
Yeah, Barker himself, of course, is no regular starter. He's only winning his fourth cap here tonight, the midfielder from Strasbourg in France.
Yeah, well, a young player that's trying to find his way at international level. It's always hard when you're coming into a strong outfit like Argentina have, squad-wise, but I think it'll be great for him. Was 21 years of age. What a massive occasion, and for him to really be amongst the thick of some of these experienced players that are in and around. We see Messi there. I mean, fantastic to be on the training pitch, let alone being a starting 11. But this is what it's all about for these youngsters.
So back in play here with Magnusson for Iceland. Otamendi, cap 132 for him tonight, by the way. Nicolas Otamendi's debut came under Maradona back in 2009. For only 11 club games, he made his first cap for Argentina.
Yeah, I mean, he's still going strong as well, isn't he? I think times playing in that sort of centre-back role. You can get away with it, can't you?
And here Barco's foul on Mikael Elletsson. And who missed that sitter, and he was a sitter too early on for Iceland tonight.
Yeah, it was. I mean, a golden opportunity to really ask questions of Argentina. This is a real rash foul, isn't it?
Barco, the guilty man there for Argentina. For this game, the record under Gunnlaugsson in recent matches was in the last 9, just one win for Iceland. It's been a lean spell this last couple of years, really. There is Albert Gudmundsson's free kick for Iceland. It's going to be blocked away, though, here for Argentina. Off Barco, the man who gave the free kick away in the first place.
Yeah, it's that jumpy rise. Just trying to block it, and he gets caught at the top of the head there.
Finished top of the 10-team qualifying group in South America. Only 9 points in the final shake-up from their 18 matches to book their place to defend their World Cup title. Lost just the 4 of their 18 qualifiers. Home loss was to Marcelo Bielsa's Uruguay. Throw taken here by Magnusson. It's come a long way. It's taken away here, but picked up by Elletsson for Iceland. Elletsson for Logi Thomasson. Keito Olafsson. It goes Palsson here towards Skar Orisson. It'll be given though against the defender Palsson. He just, I think, maybe leaned in and maybe used the arm.
Straight away it was called up. And just the rise. So he goes to read that long direct ball. I think he might just caught the elbow there. It was quite clear. Dina feels the full force of that.
Victor Palsson is 35 now. Just off promotion from the Danish second division with the Horsens. Danish second division runners up in the season just gone. The card of the game's first is shown to him.
The Iceland players asking why it was a yellow card. I mean, it's one of them, isn't it, where it's got every right to go and make that challenge. It's just because a trailing elbow, the one that catches Dina right in the head. So he ends up the first player in the book.
Medina will vie with Niklas Tagliafico to be the starting left back in the World Cup. Tagliafico played the game with Honduras on Saturday. Taken here by Nico Pass towards Lopez. Pass again. And by Gretason to goalkeeper Olafsson. Gretason, little loose in possession, and pass was brought down here to win a free kick for Argentina.
Yeah, I mean, you could just see the high press there from Argentina. It's brilliant. The yellow card's going to get issued here.
Daniel Gretason, the latest name taken by referee, and here's the reason why.
Yeah, it's Barco that just pounces on it, and clearly see that Argentina had gone into a dangerous area. Gretason gets his name in the book just for bringing Barco down.
Half an hour gone. It'll be Giovanni Lo Celso free kick here for Argentina. The box, plenty of Albi Celeste jerseys here to aim for Lo Celso. Lo Celso takes it. Way there by the header from Magnusson. Lopez with a turn, which is read by Eriksson for Iceland. Here's Simeone. It's had a quiet game so far, the son of Diego. This is Giuliano Simeone.
Yeah, I was going to say he hasn't really had much of the football to really go and shine on the stage, has he? I think the difference is Lo Celso's the one that seems to be drifting in and out of pockets. He seems to be directly out wide. It does feel like it's been down this left side a little bit more for Argentina. We've seen the likes of Barco getting onto the football.
Barco, Alessandro Martinez. Lo Celso. Here to Gia. Here is on the ball now, Simeone. Lo Celso. The chase for Gia. There's Simeone again here for Argentina.
They just can't get a foothold in the game, can they, Iceland, at all? I mean, it's just stringing 3, 4, 5 passes, get that confidence, try and get at least a little stage where you're dictating the football. It's not being allowed here with Argentina.
Celso for Palacios. Valentin Barco. Medina. Passing precisely with a tempo to this Argentina team. They are bossing the ball in this first half by a long way. But here the ball comes for Gudmundsson. To Baldursson. Haraldsson. On again for Iceland.
It's a lot better spell, isn't it? Someone just to be brave and have that confidence now that they're on the football, having that sequence of passing and moving so much better.
So, let's come to so this is a better score for Iceland. Can they get near now to Rudi's goal and make a real chance with it? Stands the Mexican wave in evidence, which is never a good sign. Nelson. Scott Hodgson will come back now to Hakan Haraldsson for Iceland. Thomasson. It was exciting attacking fullback on that left-hand side of Thomasson. Here goes Gudmundsson. Can he work? It's the first real spell of sustained possession.
Yeah, it is. I mean, listen, this is where it's interesting to see how Argentina obviously deal with this whole situation without having the football, but I think this is looking really good, to be honest. They get back in their compact zones, aren't they? They're aggressive.
By Palacios here to yield a free kick for Iceland. Has been placed here with intent from Albert Gudmundsson. Commit the likes of Palsson forward here and Baldursson as well. From the back goes Gretason as well. Maybe working the offing here then for KeralaMatch. 11-10 to half-time plus stoppage time. Chipped in by Johannesson. And the header over the bar there from Gretarsson for Iceland.
Yeah, it's difficult for Gretarsson to direct that ball towards goal. That's going to really trouble goal.
It's had a good year with Marseille in France, says Rulli. This is Nico Paz, given away though to Johannesson. Oh, it's Haraldsson for the Icelanders who now can look to maybe work a situation here. This is a much better spell from them as, again, they recycle the ball well.
Yeah, certainly a momentum shifter, isn't it? Just as we said, that someone who's going to really dictate the football is so important. As you are going to be chasing down long periods of this game.
Johannesson, whose dad you played with, Joey Gudjonsson at Aston Villa.
Yes, I certainly did. Really well. Joey Gudjonsson.
It's Medina. Foul given here Argentina's way. The foul on Ezequiel Palacios of Leverkusen's 23-24 season invincibles under Xabi Alonso. It's a new long-term deal with Leverkusen last autumn. That's their current longest-serving player in Germany. Here's Lo Celso. For Lisandro Martinez for Argentina. There's Palacios again, which will reach the rising talent Agustin Gi. Second start. And the right-back position is done well again so far tonight for Argentina, Gi.
Yeah, it's important that position he's playing. I know that Argentina are playing in a bit of a 4-4-2, aren't they? I think the fact is that they do like to certainly play high up with the fullbacks and suit Gi getting forward, as we've seen in this first half, when he's had the opportunity to get forward.
There's Palacios now into the feet of Lopez. Lisandro Martinez, Barco once more. That's the behind Medina for Argentina. Taken by Victor Palsson. Still behind both France and Ukraine in their World Cup qualifying groups. They didn't even make the playoffs in Europe. One World Cup 2018. Just two senior men's tournaments in the history. Sergio Johannesson helped on here towards Van Haraldsson. This is certainly late in the first half, a much better, more punchy spell for Iceland now on the ball.
Yeah, it's just having that area where you're getting on the ball in more central area, maybe just having that one extra in there that's haven't used enough, if I'm being quite honest. Wilkerson, who's playing through the middle, he hasn't had enough to go at either. He's had to chase a lot of lost causes. It's been so much better from Iceland when they've had the ball. This is a real purpose in the way that they're approaching, trying to break down this real solid Argentina backline.
So 1-0 the goal early from Valentin Barco. Messi waits in the wings still. And again, the huge roar there when he was on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, wait till he comes on. Sure, it'll be a lot louder than that.
Some number 10s in the crowd, that's for sure. Messi's shirt is the monopoly in the stands. Barco. Here is Simeone. Simeone's shot straight at the goalkeeper, Olafsson.
And he does really well as well, doesn't he? Simeone. It's the fact that he's drifted in from that right-hand side. He's made that run, and Barco, who's been at the centre of pretty much everything in this first half. The fact he just checked inside. Maybe just the far post was the option.
He scored in that game with Honduras at the weekend, Simeone. His first goal came in a qualifier in a win over Brazil 4-1. Not a bad way to get your first goal for your country.
Yeah, I think any time you put a shot on, but to that with a goal is always special.
It's good Magnusson for Iceland. Under Magnusson for Daniel Gretarsson. Their focus now on the Nations League this coming autumn. The Icelanders, they in a group there with Estonia, Luxembourg, Bulgaria. Nations League C is their next focus. Here's Barco, and dropped in here for pass. Great save by Olafsson.
I'll tell you what, it's a brilliant move, and again, just that high press there from Argentina. Sees them win the ball back. And also he just plays a blind pass, and then Marco's been outstanding, picks out. Super little ball pass, brilliant goalkeeping from Olafsson. He comes out, he witnesses the danger. This is a really good strike. Nico Paz, equally matched with the save.
On the corner here then it's Simeone, takes this one short. Barco. Again Barco here for Argentina. That's been the first half standout. Lo Celso. Barco's goal the difference still as we now are in the final 4 minutes of first half normal time.
Yeah, I think not just his goal though, his first half performance. I think there's been some really decent performances out there on an individual basis, but Barco's been the one that's certainly been the highlight, hasn't he? The goal, the opportunities that he's created.
Barco's booked here, the foul on Palsson gets the goal scorer. The first Argentina yellow card of the night.
It's his second one, isn't it? I mean, this one looked quite rash. Victor Palsson, I mean, tell you what, touch away. I think the jumping is a very...
عن طريق إيزاك يوهانسن، ولكن جيرونيمو روليه يتصدى لكرة منتخب أيسلندا. تصل الكرة والمحاولة من جديد. يحاول المنتخب الأيسلندي، ولكن شوط المباراة الأول يشارف على النهاية. انطلاقة ما زالت خطيرة لأيسلندا، ولكن أيضا الكرة بتتخلص من أوتاميندي. نيكولاس أوتاميندي، اللاعب الذي حمل بطولة كأس العالم في المونديال الماضي، وبالتالي طبعا من الأسماء الحاضرة والموجودة الآن في أرضية الملعب. كرة بتتحول، وصلت بالتالي هنا من جديد لمسة ومحاولة فكوندو ميدينا الكرة معه، ينتظر يتريث، ولإيزيكيل بالاسيوس مرة أخرى. وصلت الكرة من جديد منتصف أرضية الملعب. الآن نيكولاس أوتاميندي طويلة للأمام إلى جوليانو، ولكن الحكم يقول هنالك خطأ في اللقطة والمحاولة الماضية. وبالتالي الكرة لمصلحة المنتخب الأيسلندي. ملعب يعني يتسع لأكثر من 88,000 مشجع، وبالتالي حضور جماهيري كبير واضح تماما. هذا الحضور رغم يعني أن المباراة قبل 3 ساعات تقريبا كان هذا الملعب يغرق في بركة من الماء، ولكن بعد ذلك الأمور تمام، الأمطار توقفت، الآن 3 دقائق كوقت بدل ضايع على أحداث شوط المباراة الأول. الكرة طالت وتحولت إلى رمية تماس هنا لمصلحة المنتخب الأرجنتيني. رمية تماس، سكالوني بالتشكيلة الأساسية نعم موجودة، لكن هذه الأسماء اللي بكل تأكيد تعتبر هي الرافد الأساسي والحقيقي للتشكيلة الأساسية. وصلت الكرة والانطلاق الآن. محاولة ما زالت لإليرسن. مايكل يحاول، هنا فالنتين باركو، وبعد ذلك الصافرة. خطأ لمصلحة خوسيه لوبيز، وعلى الأيسلندي هوردور ماغنوسون. هذا هو خوسيه لوبيز، والكرة بالتالي تعود لمصلحة المنتخب الأرجنتيني. ربما كان كارلوس تيفيز واحد من أشهر اللاعبين الأرجنتينيين الذين لعبوا في البرازيل، لكن يعني في عالم كرة القدم كل شيء يعني وارد، أمر طبيعي. إذا كان البرازيل استعانت بكارلو أنشيلوتي ليدرب منتخب البرازيل، أول يعني رسميا وبعقد طويل، نعم هو أول مدرب أجنبي في تاريخ منتخب البرازيل كارلو أنشيلوتي. الكرة تصل، وإيطالي، وشتان ما بين الفكر والمدرسة الإيطالية والمدرسة البرازيلية. هذه محاولة وانطلاق الآن. الكرة تعود لمصلحة المنتخب الأرجنتيني. صراع كبير. فاكوندو ميدينا يختص أو يتمكن من السيطرة على الكرة. ترجع مرة ثانية الآن في المنتصف عن طريق نيكوباز يحاول صافرة وخطأ لمصلحة الأرجنتين في هذه اللحظة. نيكوباز، هذا الرقم وهذا الاسم وهذه الموهبة الكبيرة والكبيرة جدا. شوف لاحظ الآن الصراع ما بين إليرسن وفاكوندو ميدينا في اللقطة والمحاولة الماضية. الشوط الأول أيها الأحبة يقترب بالتالي من نهايته. الأرجنتين 1-0 على أيسلندا. شوف يا سلام مجهود كبير جدا في اللقطة الماضية من أوغستين جيان. يستلم الكرة الآن. شوف هذه الكرة جوليانو سيميوني والعودة إلى لوسيلسو. شوف الاستلام من خوسيه لوبيز الآن طلب الكرة هنالك من فالنتين، لكن الكرة خطيرة لجوليانو إلى نيكوباز. كان من الممكن جوليانو يتصرف، لكن أراد أن يلعبها إلى باز في اللقطة الماضية، والكرة بعد ذلك ذهبت إلى خارج أرضية الملعب. 3 دقائق انتهت والإصابات لا أحد يريد أن تكون يا نيكوباز. أسبوع بس على انطلاقة طبعا مباريات الأرجنتين في بطولة كأس العالم. الشوط الأول أيها الأحبة الدقائق 3 انتهى. ميسي
يتوقف عندها العالم. لا يكفي أن تشاهد المباراة، بل أن تعيش ما يدور حولها، من المدن التي لا تنام إلى المدرجات التي تنبض بألوان العالم، ومن لحظات الترقب إلى تفاصيل تصنع قبل صافرة البداية وبعدها. نلتقي بكم في برنامج يومي خاص، ونفتح لكم نافذة يومية على المشهد الكامل لكأس العالم 2026. وعلى طاولة الحوار نربط ما بين ما حدث وما ينتظر أن يحدث. ساعة مونديال 2026 على أبو ظبي الرياضية. أمة كاملة تترقب لحظة تكتب فيها التاريخ، يجمعها قميص واحد وقلب واحد وحلم ببصمة لا تزول.
Estos minutos le sirven para ir encontrando ritmo. El remate de Johannesson, la buena respuesta de Rulli, prácticamente la única clara que tuvo el seleccionado irlandés en la que intervino el arquero, independientemente de la primera de Ellerson. Lo gana Argentina, arrancó mejor de lo que lo terminó, después terminó corriendo demasiado detrás del balón. El rival no tiene tanto para ofrecer, sí es un rival ordenado, sí es un rival que no se descuida. Cuando el Colo Barco agarra la pelota y logra juntar pases con Nico Paz, Argentina mostró su mejor versión. Gio Lo Celso arrancó mejor de lo que lo terminó en los primeros 45 minutos. Pausa, veremos si hay muchas modificaciones. Estamos con Gustavo Kufner, con Sergio Javier Goicoechea, con Nani Senra en el campo de juego. Por ahora gana Argentina en su último partido antes del arranque del Mundial. No se vaya de disco, ya seguimos.
Argentino de Junín, de forma poco sorpresiva, tercera consecutiva que logra ganar la eliminatoria con o sin ventaja, tiene algo diferente, un sentido de pertenencia completamente diferente que cuando llega a este momento lo nutre.
Las expectativas fueron por encima de lo que yo esperaba en lo personal y en lo grupal. Pudimos darnos cuenta de que realmente la podíamos ganar y creo que ahí empezamos a creernos de que podíamos sostener la categoría.
D-Sports Basket. Miércoles. D-Sports 2.
¡Arrancamos, Tincho! Juli querido.
Buenas noches.
¿Cómo va? Muy bien. Muy bien.
Las jornadas se cierran con Julián Fernández y Martín Reich.
Quiero que después lo repasemos.
Agarrate, querido.
Un análisis descontracturado al final del día.
Ella siempre tiene data.
Hay un entrenamiento que es largo, que se prolonga.
Con la mejor cobertura
De la tricolor.
D-Sports Noticias Night. Martes. En vivo. D-Sports. Duelo imperdible en el arranque del Grupo C. El más ganador de la historia.